Good morning. How are y'all?
Have a sip.
I am going to have a
Get
sip. I
ready.
just
Here we
poured it.
go.
I haven't had my first sip yet. Are you in your first sip of coffee?
Huh.
Are you lying to me?
Huh.
Did you guys see that? Good morning. How are you? How are y'all this morning? Anybody live up north that's suffering from all this smoke from the fires in Canada?
There's a Canadian fire.
Where have you been? Remember, I was talking yesterday, y'all. My main job is in Detroit. And I was telling you how Detroit they said it's the worst air quality. Let me turn that off. I'm sorry, y'all. Than anywhere else in the world right now.
Yeah, she's flying back and forth.
I work from home. And then the corporate office sent a memo out, tell everybody not to work outside or be outside for long because the air quality. Where did you think that was coming from? Smoking cigarettes?
Well, I'm sure they do smoke up there.
Canada's on fire and all that smoke's
Canada's
coming
on
down.
fire. Well, we're sorry to hear that.
Y'all, he really is not like this all the time.
Most of
Oh,
the
wait. We have the smoke. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, honey.
Oh,
That's awful that having to deal with that. I was talking to my friend Lori and she tried to work in the garden yesterday and she says trying to breathe and burning her eyes is just exhausting. She's in Wisconsin.
well, that's close enough then.
Well, it all comes down. I mean, Canada's right there and it all comes
I
down.
think I smell a little bit of it out here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Huh.
But that is an unpeaceful, uncomfortable
We all need fresh
situation,
air. You need air.
especially when you're in your home.
You need air. Well,
And you
especially too when
can't,
you got to go outside.
yeah,
I mean, you trying to grow food for your family.
yeah.
You can't not go outside and tend the garden. It's kind of like what we were just talking about today before we went live. And we actually did discuss before we went live what we were going to talk about. That we were talking about, taking care of what we've been entrusted with. That's gardening's part of that.
It's a big responsibility.
Indiana here, it does have an odor. We get it. I understand, yes, but we also get that smoke. When we moved to East Tennessee, I thought, we come from 11 feet elevation to like 1,500 feet in elevation. I'm like, oh, that air's got to be better up there. No, it's worse air
Yeah.
quality here, believe it or not. The way that these Smoky Mountains are done, I guess all the pollution comes from the south or what have you, and it just settles in this dome and it doesn't move. There's no airflow. The mountains trap it. So our air quality is worse here than we had at the beach. And at the beach, we had, that ocean breeze blowing in fresh air all the time.
Yeah, off the ocean.
So we get the smoke and we start smelling it. And it's concerning because of the fires that they have, that they've had in the past. You don't want to smell smoke when you live so far away from civilization and water hoses.
Yeah, and it's a guaranteed every fall when the leaves hit the ground, there's going to be somebody will light a fire,
Oh yeah,
something
yeah.
happen. Yeah.
We've seen them. Well, I mean, that's not the talk for today, though.
No, it's not.
That's so funny because this kind of fits into what we're talking about today. Today we decided what? Go ahead.
We will veer off on everything in life, I think.
Well, they were
No
like,
matter
what is
what
that?
your plans
Squirrel,
are,
squirrel,
something will
squirrel.
happen and you'll get led in
You'll
a different
go
direction. Yep.
pew. I think it's so funny when people ask me, how do you do everything? I don't. I just start a lot of things. It looks like I do everything. I don't. Y'all should see my to-do list.
Yeah, I'm the master of starting something and not finishing it.
Not only is he the master of starting something and not finishing it, when he starts something and not finishes it, where he not finishes it, he leaves everything right there. So months later, I'll find a wrench on a tree branch somewhere or it's starting to rust. I'm like, Timmy, what is this? Oh, I've been looking for that. I put that down when I was doing this job. And then you probably called me, needed me to do something else. He didn't say that to me. He wouldn't dare, but I know that's what he's thinking. It's Have a sip of coffee.
Yeah.
Do you want to start out with our scripture for the morning?
Yes, we're going to start out with our scripture this morning. It is out of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40.
Wait, your face is cut off. There we
Okay,
go.
hang on. Let all things be done decently and in order. Did you get that?
No. What do you mean by decently and in order? Because that ain't my life. I dang sure ain't living that scripture. Let all things be done decently and in order. 1 Corinthians what?
Chapter 14, verse 40.
Goodness.
So
I come from the big man. I'm failing there. This is something I know we all deal with. I was telling Timmy, I said, I don't know if we're going to be talking and giving them any golden nuggets or we're just doing confession time.
yeah, I'm all about confession now.
Homestead. Well, we used to call it construction ADD. What is that saying? Mechanics cars never fixed, and isn't that how it goes? The pulper's wife never has any shoes. There we go. That's the original one, I think. And it's true. So the construction man's wife, the contractor's wife, never has a finished house. Our house, before we moved, and now again, was 1,000 different open projects that we finished all before we moved.
We did. That's the only way we could sell the place.
We lived in our house for almost 25 years. I lived in a finished house for less than, we technically lived in there 2 weeks finished, but 1 week it looked good. The second week it was full of boxes. So I don't count that week. I got 1 week of a finished house. Yeah. And it was beautiful and it was nice. The downside though, it was so pretty. This joker wouldn't let me do anything. He'd hear footsteps going on the hall. He would holler not to touch the walls. If I put my coffee cup on the counter, he'd freak out. Don't touch the walls.
She's exaggerating a little bit.
I put a jar down that was a little bit too heavy on the counter, and it made, how the mason jars got those little ridges in the bottom. It made a little indent in the poly. I almost didn't make it, y'all.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you this morning? We are talking about Homestead A.D.D, and it's going to happen during this conversation because it's already happened a couple of times. Here's what happened this week, though. 2 things. And while I was resonating on them and thinking back, not necessarily even about what we were going to talk about today, but just life, I'm like, how did I get here? So the other day, y'all, I don't know if you guys know this, but Morgan works with Timmy full-time on the homestead. We hired her to be his helping hand, and he needs it.
I need more than 2.
So he told Morgan the previous night what they were going to do the next day. What was it? Oh, y'all were going to work in the holler on the road and everything? Yeah. So the next morning, I have been getting up and getting my coffee and going in the pool and doing stretches and everything to get my day started, try to do something with my body. And while I was in there, y'all, did we tell them about the pool? Oh yeah, I think it was last week because the pool busted and we lost thousands of gallons of water, and I was talking about what we do when things happen, how we adapt. And you looked at it glass half full and said, well, praise God, it's raining today.
Yeah, I did.
And it did rain. It rained up to our knees. That's where we were. So I was sitting in the pool. I wasn't really stretching. I was just sitting, cooling off. And I was talking about, honey, it's going to be over 100 degrees. We really need this. And he's like, so he's talking about everything I'm going to go get because we don't have running water. He goes, I'm going to drive a half mile down, go fill up some rain barrels, and we'll bring it up. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we're just going on our merry way talking about all these plans to do the pool. And then finally I'm like, stop. You made plans with Morgan.
Yeah.
You can't change on her again. No. And he just looked all flustered. I'm like, son, You were supposed to pick her up 30 minutes ago from down the mountain.
Yeah.
And it's just so easy to get distracted because it feels like so many things are pulling you in 1,000 different directions. And at the end of the day, there's no check boxes marked off on my to-do list.
Well, yeah, I think our priorities do get, even though we have something important that we need to do, it's amazing how we can put something else in front of it and think it's more important and say, well, I need to go ahead and get this done now.
I think we just get distracted. I don't think it's that, and it's not that we lose attention. It's everything feels like it. Well, one, it's all interconnected, and two, everything feels like it should jump to the front of the line. Like,
Right.
I need to hurry up and do this.
Yeah.
And I need to do that. Because in Timmy's mind, he's sitting here listening to his wife going, it's going to be over 100 degrees. We don't have respite from the heat. I need to cool off. So I'm a happy mama. And then that was important.
Yeah, it was. It just jumped right up front.
It did.
Then we were like, whoa, wait.
Y'all ever have that? Y'all ever get, I'm sure everybody does. You get started on one thing, then something comes up and you get started on another thing. And we have this saying, it's called live things first. We haven't had to implement it in a while, thank the Lord. But it's if you're doing something in a live thing, whether it be a pig, a goat, a kid, yourself, your family member, whatever, has an issue, that has to be taken care of right then. You can't put off the live things.
Yes, it is priority.
It is priority, especially if there's bleeding involved. Live things first. But then, this is my example. Was it yesterday or the day before that I did the wormwood?
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
I
think it was yesterday.
Could have been yesterday.
So I start work at 6:30 in the morning. But there's times where I can walk away from the computer and do my stuff, as long as I've got my phone with me and all that. So we're having coffee and I look and I have this box of wormwood that I need to process, and it's dry and it's ready to process. So I bring it up. A friend of mine gave it to me and I never really did ID it. I just took her word for it. This is wormwood. It was dry, so it was a little harder to ID. So I sat down and Timmy's like, oh, I'm so glad you're doing that. I was tired of looking at it. Just collected dust. So then I was like, well, now we got to ID it. So we took about 20, 30 minutes properly IDing it. And I started processing it and putting it in a metal jar or a glass mason jar. And then I said, well, now I need an oxygen absorber to absorb any moisture that's in there. I went right to the place I thought they weren't there. So what was an hour later? We're still looking for the oxygen absorbers. Timmy gave up and he started doing something else. I'm supposed to be working, was supposed to be just a quick little project. So then I go in the pantry and start looking for the oxygen absorbers because I put them in with my capsules. I put them in with powders like, bouillon and stuff like that. And I said, oh, the pantry needs to be organized.
Oh my goodness.
And then I had cans of beans bags of beans that needed to be vacuum sealed. And then the vacuum sealer needed to be charged. And then here we go. What started out at 7:30. Now it's almost 10. And I'm like, how did this happen? I did find the oxygen absorbers. So.
Well, I guess that's where the saying comes in. Open up a can of worms.
I did open up a can of worms.
And the bad part about it is at the end of the day, when you look around and go, I've been chasing my tail all day and I did not get anything accomplished.
But see, all those things were connected. And as I was sat there, because none of those things were on my to-do list. None. Zero. And I sat at the end of the day and analyzed how that happened because I was discouraged. Woke up really motivated to get these tasks done that were important that I had to do. Mm-hmm. I did do my truck job, by the way. Don't feel like I slacked on that. I did do everything I was supposed to do. And I was analyzing it. And I saw how it spiraled out and how I got so far off track. And then we were talking, I'm like, how can we avoid this in the future? And because it's inevitable. Things happen. Nature's going to happen. Life's going to happen. There's seriously distractions in life. But a couple of tips that I had read that I liked is try to stop yourself when you realizing you're going up a different tree. Pause right in the middle of it. When you realize you're not doing the task that you set out to do, like when you go in a room to look for something and then you see something else, try not to go to that something else. Try to keep going to look for what you're looking for. But it says pause for a moment and say, was this my goal? If it wasn't your goal, create yourself a list, whether on your phone or a notepad. I'm a huge fan of the notepads. Call it a not right now list. So that way.
Are we really giving them the answer to this? I mean,
no, I just found it. I hadn't done it yet. I'm going to do it though.
I'm not going to do it.
I'll do it for you. You know, I have a whiteboard with all your stuff on it. I don't think
my brain can do it.
This will help your brain.
Okay.
A not right now list. So it's not that those other little, rabbit holes or tree limbs or whatever ain't important. Just not right now.
You need to make a not right now list.
A not right now list. So when I go to do the wormwood and I'm looking for something and I gotta order oxygen absorbers. Don't pull up your Amazon. Just get your list. Go the not right now list and write down order oxygen absorbers. Or when you go look for oxygen absorbers and you see the whole pantry needs to be vacuum sealed, not right now. Right on your list. Seal up the food in the pantry. That kind of thing. And then another little tidbit of advice that I loved. I said, don't go to bed with 1,000 open loops. Close a couple.
How you do that?
Finish them. Finish the task that you had before you. Finish it. Get something done. If you feel unaccomplished, write the things down on your list that you did do and check them off. It makes you feel more accomplished. Like had my list included wormwood, pantry, oxygen absorbers, all that kind of stuff, I could have marked all that stuff off at the end of the day and felt accomplished.
I think if I could just do one and it works for me and I'll realize, oh, that worked, I might be able to.
Well, then try it because it'll work. Yeah. It will work.
What happened?
Oh, no. Are you all buffering?
Why not?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Let's see if anybody's going to send me a message.
We have a technical difficulty.
Technical difficulties. See, this is why I can't stand YouTube. Because it feels like we're working against it. And it could be, everybody could be there. Let's see if we're still live on my phone.
Yeah, we're live there.
Okay, well, we're still live here.
We're still live. We're just not moving on the screen.
Yep. So I'm going to set it right there. And I guess we'll just look forward. Boop.
That was weird.
There we go. That's weird. We're watching ourselves frozen on one screen and live on the other.
How about that?
Hang on. People are commenting. Welcome to chat. Oh, I can hear myself now. Wait, let me turn the volume down though. Right here. Oops. Did we do it?
Yep.
Yay, we did it.
Back.
Wow. Sorry, y'all. There we go. I'm not doing that again. I messed with something in the middle of it, and I'm not going to do that again. Because it was talking about the scripture too. It just kind of hit me in the middle of all this chaos. I call it chaos. God's not the God of confusion. He's the God of order.
Yeah.
When you're feeling confused and overwhelmed, you need to stop. And you need to stop, seek him, take a moment, ask God to guide your hands, your path, and get your head back on straight. I did that the other day. I felt overwhelmed and I wasn't in a bad place. I was just overwhelmed. And I felt like, I'm not mad. Nothing's bad. I was just overwhelmed. I had a lot on my plate. and I could feel the anxiety. Instead of keeping at it, I stopped. I grabbed my little fan here, grabbed my water, went outside, put on some worship music. I mean, it's in the middle of my workday, and rode my little exercise bike for like 10 minutes. I just needed a reset.
Yeah.
You have to, I think you have to do that. How many times?
You've got to have a little, you got to trust in God to be able to do that, because if you pull away from something and you can just let him just come into you and just give you peace and a little bit of clarity, you can come back to it with a whole different attitude. And I've gone through this so many times in my life, and I've
Recently.
well, yeah, but I do remember my dad telling me, son, when you're struggling with something, just pull away from it and just come back to it later. But
Sometimes you do have to walk away from it.
yeah,
It gets overwhelmed. And how many times I tell you is like, honey, relax, just breathe, just sit down, just relax. It's all okay.
but sometimes I won't let myself do that. I'll stay frustrated, and I'm like, I got to get this done. Yeah.
And the goal is not to have, we're always trying to do 50,000 different things. Let's just do one thing and stick with it until it's done and do a good job, and then start the other.
Yeah. I think too, my biggest issue is trying to look at the big picture of
what's right in front of you.
Everything that's got to be done. And I mean, I've got so many things just lined up, and when am I going to be able to get this done and this?
Oh, then you get frustrated.
Yeah. And it's like, you give up. I'm never going to get this done.
I definitely think that is a bad thing. Trying to look at tomorrow, next week, next month, next year.
Bad.
We're not promised that. We just supposed to look right in front of you, 3 foot in front of you, and that's it.
Well, that's how you can really tell when you're consumed by the world, is when you're looking, so far down the road, and you might not even make it there.
Not a bad way, just life.
Just deal with the moment. And
it's easy to do. It's so easy to do. But I do like that not right now list. And there's a lot of times too, which this is what I was sharing with you yesterday, that sometimes too, with all of that, we're trying to carry burdens that weren't meant to be ours to carry. We're trying to carry responsibility that's not ours to carry. I don't know why we do that, but we do. And sometimes we need to let some things go.
Mm-hmm.
Not like get dilapidated type things, but you know what I'm saying. Why were you laughing? I was going to say, like, buildings leanings, falling over, don't let those kind of things go, but other things in your life.
Wow.
Speaking of task, what are you going to try to finish today? I actually have a task for Timmy today. I want him to rest.
I'll do whatever I can. Whatever God allows me to do. I'm going to go with that one.
I do want you to rest today, though, because Mr. Tinker Timmy, did vacation Bible school all week. Guess how many kids he was around?
There was a few.
There's like, what they say, 140
maybe
kids. The 140 something kids were at vacation Bible school this week, and 125 adult volunteers, and wearing themselves out, y'all. They had fun. Well, guess what that does to your immune system when you work all day long in the heat, and then you around all them kids, screaming kids all night long. So Timmy needs a day of rest. And I keep looking over here. I wonder if I can show you guys.
She's got a vitamin lineup.
Hey guys. Stuff. Do you see those?
Yeah, I get to take all of that.
You see that?
I'm going to take every one of those. I'm not even going to eat. I'm just going to eat those. I'll probably be.
That is Amber's sick. I'm getting sick protocol. And it doesn't, it's a lot. But there's things like fire cider, pickled garlic, kombucha. I have that. Then I have his regular daily vitamins, and I have cayenne pepper, oregano. I have all that lined up. He's getting it all.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm throwing. My man ain't getting sick. I'm throwing it all at him.
The pickled garlic is all right. The fire cider, I'd rather drink kerosene. Really, I think
you getting ready
kerosene's
to?
Smoother. That stuff is hot.
He's gonna gargle with it, y'all. Don't make him sound like a baby.
Yeah. But
so we throwing everything at him.
Yeah.
And the kitchen sink.
I'm feeling better already.
You should be. you ain't getting out of taking it. You still taking it. That's all there is to it. I'm not even going to discuss what type of things that we have ahead of us this week because, we're just going to do it. And then we'll have the discussion if we get it done next week. What are y'all doing? What's on your list? So we already talked about we had the smoke. People are dealing with that smoke right now. The two other things, and it seems like it's a constant, drought and flooding. If you ain't dealing with the smoke, then you're dealing with the drought. If you're not dealing with drought, you're dealing with flood. And that seems to be those three topics right now going on in the world. Unless you've been fortunate enough to come in the presence of the new parasite that's going around that gives you explosive diarrhea. That's the new one. Man, it said they tracked it down to a farm. This is I don't want to laugh, but it was so funny. So it's lettuce that has this parasite with explosive diarrhea. And that's what the news is calling it, y'all. That's not Amber's words. Yeah. I can't get that creative. Yeah. And this farm distributes to Taco Bell. Really? So most people, I guess when they get it, the first thing that they're going to think of is, well, they ate a Taco Bell, like refried beans. I get it. Yeah. So when I saw Taco Bell,
that's why I don't eat Taco Bell.
But the next thing that's out right now, and I can't remember for the life of me what store it said it was associated with, is organic blueberries. Mm. And I want to say it was maybe Costco. Maybe it was another company. It was a grocery store that we don't shop at typically. Organic blueberries are the newest victim to whatever this parasite thingy is. Diarrhea. Yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Y'all get your protocol. Get your parasite protocol. Get your apothecary straightened out. Did we talk about our parasite cleanse before? Our little tincture? This is it right here.
Maybe.
Because we're on our 3-week cycle right now.
Yeah.
If not, we'll talk about it again. Oh, I know. I did a video for Heidi.
Yeah.
She's somebody that I work on her team for her Healing Harvest Homestead.
You got to keep the parasites
at bay. Speaking of wormwood, that's one of the active ingredients in here. So wormwood's a good one.
Wormwood.
But yeah, with everything going on in the world today, now you got to worry about explosive diarrhea parasites on produce. I did share a meme with a friend though. It was a video. It was stupid. And this woman was eating chocolate and they're saying how, chocolate's doing this, like something good for your health that they're finding out. And lettuce is giving you explosive diarrhea. I said, I've been training for this moment my whole life, And that's why we don't eat vegetables. I'm kidding. We love vegetables.
We do.
We do. Yeah. We love meat too. So don't even go there going, oh, they're vegan. No, we love meat. Yeah. I could easily be just a straight up carnivore.
I couldn't be a vegan.
Well, I mean, technically the meat eats vegetables all the time.
Yeah. So it's a cycle.
So we're going to let you go because now we're getting that kind of crazy rambling.
Yeah, we'll say something stupid and
we're way past that.
Yeah. I definitely will.
We're way past that. Yeah. But no, the reason when we froze, I wanted to open it up. I actually had some tie-ins with the scripture for that. We're talking about God being the God of confusion, not the God of confusion. He isn't. He's the God of peace. And I was reading, this was just beautiful. It said he created the earth in order. He created the seasons. He created rest. I mean, God gave us order, a pattern to follow.
Yeah.
And so there should be, just like Colossians that you were talking about, although I need to follow it more, but there should be order in our steps. And if we find ourselves going crazy, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Well,
what is your wife going to do?
Yeah.
A not right now list.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, he gave us the ability to do that. We just have to seek him.
Well, you know, you don't think about it. You don't think about things like, I'm going, man, my to-do list is crazy. I started this, now I'm doing this, now I'm doing this. The last thing that most people think about at that moment is like, oh, I need to stop and talk to God. Let him sort this out. Let him lead my steps. Let him unscramble my brain. It's just, we don't think about it. We think of always taking it on ourselves. And that's where we mess up.
Yeah.
Just need God, lead my steps, lead this path. Help me discern, even in the little things. Do I need to clean out my pantry right now? You know, do I need to be going down this rabbit hole? Does Timmy need to do the pool instead of the road? You know, it's not that things aren't all important. They are, but some things are just not right now.
Yeah.
Important. That's all.
I'm good with that.
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're getting ready to sign off. I guess we'll just have an early coffee. Oh, yeah. We're childless right now.
Got nothing.
We don't get childless.
Absolutely nothing.
It doesn't mean a whole lot. It just means that we got more to do because she's not here to help. I gotta do the whole nice. But anyways, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for joining us with coffee. If you have a golden nugget, a tidbit, a solution to staying on track and not, you know, starting on one task and going to another and going to another and going to the other, drop it in the comments. Share with all of us because we'd like to know. Because I am trying the not right now list. I love lists.
And what works for you might work for us too. I mean,
there we go. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for putting up with him.
Thank you.